related? Okay, time is money. Can we ever have enough of both? We can have, yeah, absolutely. So money is just like time. It's a limited resource. It is a limited resource. It's exactly the same. It's unlikely that we're going to have enough money that we could buy absolutely anything that we want. Same deal with time. It's unlikely that we're ever going to have enough time that we can ever do everything that we want to do in that particular time period. So when you found yourself with less choices, how did you go about making those choices? What did you focus on? Priorities, absolutely. Prioritize, absolutely. So what is the most important? What perhaps is the crucial thing for you? What perhaps are the urgent things for you? So how does this relate to our time management and tasks that we have to do as a student, as a worker, and a lot of you having multiple things that you're juggling? How do we approach our tasks? Prioritize them. Yeah, absolutely, without a doubt. We've got to think about what are on our tasks, what are some of the A's and B's and C's, and how can we actually decide what is the most important for us to do today. What's the significance of 8,760, do you think? What's the significance? 8,760 is the hours that we have in a year. Hours we have in a year. In a leap year, it's actually 8,784. And typically, we would spend, of those, if we're looking at a normal year, typically we would spend 1,820 of those hours per year at work, if we leave on time. If we actually get out of work on time. So we have limited time. We will never have enough time to be able to do everything that we want. We need to think about how we can manage time, and particularly how we can think about managing our relationship with time. Because ironically, we can't manage time. We can only manage our behavior in relation to time. So time management is actually a myth. We manage the relationship and our behaviors that we have with time. What do you think? If we are able to manage our behavior in relation to time management, what benefits would this give us? What benefits would we get from it?
Satisfaction.
What sort of satisfaction?
We'll finish our tasks.
We might finish our tasks, yes. Save energy, yeah. Worrying about tasks we haven't done, or procrastinating about tasks we haven't got to yet. What other benefits might there be? Stress, less stress. Right, lovely, less stress. What else? Confidence. Maybe more capability to do other things. What else?
More productivity.
More productivity. What's that going to mean for you if you've got more productivity?
If everything is running smoothly and I know what time I have to do what,
Yeah.
so I can do more tasks in a limited time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it's interesting when we actually think about this concept of how much time am I giving myself for tasks, and could I actually give myself less time and still achieve that task? Yeah. How many of you do that? How many of you actually allocate a certain amount of time? If you've got to write a covering letter, or if you've got to prepare for an interview, or if you've got to write a report for your professional year workshops, how many of you actually say, hands up? Great stuff. What's the benefits of doing that for you? You have to put your hand up. Yes. What do you think? What do you get from being so disciplined?
Peace.
Peace. Mental peace. So here are some things that good time management behaviors can give us. More productivity, getting more stuff done, disciplining, actually delivering on tasks, doing what we say we're going to do, and producing some quality work as well. And we get more done in less time. Planning, scheduling, and what are some tools that we can look at? So we're going to have a bit of an explore around some of these aspects. So let's look at this first one. How can I assess the time that I spend? Tracking our time and thinking about the fact that on average we waste 2 hours a day. 2 hours a day when we have very limited hours in a year to actually waste. 2 hours a day by 365 days a year, what's that? 1,000. So a tenth of that, or a ninth of that, we're actually wasting on average. So I would like you to think about your day yesterday. What were some of the things that you did yesterday that you have identified now looking back were time wasters? Have a quick think. I'm going to ask a few of you. So really think hard. What were your time wasters yesterday? What about yourself? Time waster yesterday? What did you waste it on? Sleeping during the day. The whole morning you slept. You wasted the morning. How much did you sleep the night before? 5 hours. So you probably needed a bit more sleep. Yeah, maybe it wasn't. It was good use of time. It's interesting. We've got to assess our time to determine what are the things that are actually wasting our time and sucking up our time. Here are some common time wasters. Have a little read. Common time wasters. The telephone calls that we got mentioned down the back there. Being tired, not getting enough sleep, socializing, too much social media potentially. Poor planning, procrastination. What's procrastination? Putting off something. Yeah, putting off something that you really need to be doing. And we'll have a bit of a look at that and how we can overcome that in our little session tonight. Messiness, being disorganized, not being able to find things, not having things in a convenient location for us. Doing other things that really we should not be doing and other people should be doing. So picking up other people's work, double handling, all these sorts of things are common time wasters. And they hijack our time, losing potentially 2 hours a day. So we'll come back to how we can particularly overcome that procrastination in a moment. So one of the things then for us to look at is, well, what do we want to spend our time on? What are the things that are the priority for us? And how can we set some goals? Who's heard of this concept, SMART goals? Hands up, who's heard of SMART goals before? Yeah, fabulous. So SMART goals mean that when we set a goal, the goal has some components in there, has some factors in there. It's specific, so it's not just be better at time management or have a career plan. That's not specific enough. It's really quite specific. It's measurable. You will know when you've achieved it. You will be able to see the difference between not achieving it and achieving it. It's appealing and attainable. It's something that you want. It's something that's possible for you. It's relevant and realistic, and it's time-bound, time-frame set. So you will have a unique portion of time allocated to your goal, hence time management. Here you go. From one month from now, I'll spend an entire weekend with my family because I've reorganized my work schedule and I've learned how to delegate. So if you were thinking of setting a goal for yourself about what you wanted to achieve in your life, your job, your career, your work, what would that goal be? I'm going to give you a few moments. I would like you to write a SMART goal, and then I'm going to ask a few of you to give me your goal and let's audit it. How good of a goal is that? So think about what would be a SMART goal you could set for yourself. It would be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic and relevant, and time-bound. Have a think. Set your goal, please. You can use your device or pen and paper. It doesn't matter.